Well,
You got moon pie, Mel?
Moon pie.
Where did you get a moon pie from?
So we're transitioning to
Fuck
moon pie.
yes.
Banana double decker.
Hell yeah.
You want to? I wonder if they took moon pies on the penis rocket. Because that thing had a bulge. It like went out and then it had a little head. And like, why?
It had a bell end.
Rocket,
For the moon pie storage.
Moon pie storage, yeah.
straight up. All you had to do.
Yeah.
I mean, they're phallic anyway, but you had to go that extra mile, Jeff. That extra mile to make it really, really phallic.
You could have put like, a rounded shutter around the thrusters as well.
Yeah.
Just to make sure that there was a nice bulbous
Yes.
base.
You know what?
Turns out though, not as aerodynamic.
You know what?
I won't say how I know that.
Is that really what he's worried about at this point?
So I can say
The size
as a
or
rocket-
doing it first? Because both, as far as I know.
As a rocket, when it was turned on, it was definitely vibrating.
That's actually fair. I don't know any rocket that doesn't shake a little bit going up into space.
Moon pie.
How many rockets have you been on?
What's that?
Said, how many rockets have you been on?
3.
Actually, nope. I'm still under NDA from that. Crap. My NDA expires in like
Just do it.
a year.
Oh, we're only broadcasting to the entire universe.
Yeah, exactly. Do you know how much trouble I would actually get in and get sued for? Yes. No. Like, God
None.
damn it, stupid NDAs.
Hello, everyone, and welcome to tonight's moon-themed episode of Angel
Moon
City
pie.
Stories because of moon pies.
And penis rockets.
Thank you for taking some time out of your day from hunting turkeys in the New World Beta to join us tonight. Catassie is actually on assignment, taking care of herself, so she will join us again next week. But joining us in her place is, he's in 4x3 for some reason, so he gets the black bar of shame. It's Lance playing Blizz.
I should be better preparing stuff for this, but
You
I'm
really
not.
should. Yep.
Had all day.
Yep. I'm gonna go just above him, and introduce Alex playing Billy.
Hey, we're already talking about penis rockets and moon pies, so you can see where this episode's going.
We're not monetized on YouTube, so we don't care. I don't have to bleep this
Nope.
at the beginning.
That's true.
Due North! Holding it down for the ladies tonight, it's Wild playing Eve.
I had a really good quote earlier, just picked out for this moment, and I've completely blanked on everything other than the fact that I really want a grilled cheese. So I think
Yes.
that love how I see Pete like, hello, grilled cheese. I think that tonight's lesson is stay fresh cheese bags, stay fresh.
If you think about it, though, a moon pie is kind of like a grilled cheese sandwich, just with a different
No.
filling.
Non-congruent. Cheese and chocolate are two good drugs, but they are not the same.
But they both go in a fondue pot.
That's true, and they both
that's a
go in my mouth.
Yes.
But that doesn't mean that they are the same.
but they don't go in your mouth at the same time, is what you're saying. There's no cheese and chocolate.
Wait. Has anyone done that? Let's find
What?
out.
Chocolate covered cheddar. It's pretty good.
Chocolate
I was about to
covered,
say,
chocolate covered
chocolate
cheddar,
cheese.
chocolate covered cheddar popcorn.
What?
I haven't had that.
Okay.
I don't know. I'm
But
just
it all has to be the artificial American shit. Nacho cheese on Hershey's chocolate with whatever skinny pop or a rice cake.
that's
Chocolate
just
cheese.
slop.
I found chocolate cheese.
Wow. Speaking of things that they would eat on the moon, I think wasn't that like don't they create like weird ass shit to like go to space and all like that? I don't know. We got
I've
Tang
had
for it.
I've had space ice cream.
Yeah.
It's like a weird styrofoamy texture.
Dippin' Dots.
Most modern space food is basically the same as what we have now.
Oh, okay, fair
Yeah.
enough.
Or MREs.
Or MREs,
Oh,
yeah, that too. MRE aficionado, In the top right, it's Joe playing MC Grifter.
I'm going to swing us back to the penis topic.
God damn it.
And satisfy both our educational and our public service announcement today.
Swing away.
And go with a semi-serious one. Guys, check your boys regularly. Look for lumps. Talk to your doctor.
Yeah.
Same goes for breast tissue, actually, too. Men do have to check that.
That is true.
Their own, as well as their partners, if that is a thing.
Yes. Following up that helpful information, now that he's finished his moon pie, I can introduce Pete, playing Buddy Boy.
Hello. Did you know that there are no banana-related things listed on the ingredients list for a moon pie? A banana moon pie, which is my favorite. They're baked by Chattanooga Bakery Incorporated in Chattanooga, Tennessee. Although it does say that it contains bioengineered food ingredients, which I guess is the only way that you could sell a super awesome coated s'more for 80 cents. Moon pies.
You know what? That's awfully on topic for exactly this podcast.
By the way, hashtag not a sponsor. Although if they wanted to give us money,
Yeah.
I
Tweet
think
at 'em.
our
See what the
next
response is.
our next show might be in space.
I honestly can't remember the last time I actually had a moon pie.
Apparently you can get RC Cola at the McMinimans around the corner from us.
RC Cola's still around?
Yeah. Oh, absolutely. You can
Dude,
get I can
RC
get cheer
Cola?
wines too.
You can buy it at Safeways.
Yeah.
RC Cola is made from my neck of the woods in the country, and
Okay.
we only had RC Cola products growing up.
Do you know what I'm bringing back when I open the store? I'm bringing back Surge.
If you can find it.
I can. I found Surge.
But it's super expensive and rare is what I'm saying.
Is it new Surge or is this Surge from the 90s?
No.
Surge from the 90s.
Hold on, hang on. Alex can attest. Was it the last one that we did? I think it was the last Norwest Con that we went to. What did I stop by every day at the 7-Eleven, the Quickie Mart around the corner from the hotel? I would get 2 tall boys of Surge and take them with me for a full day of gaming.
Periodically, Coke will release some more of it.
Yeah.
I'm saying Surge is back. I will get Surge. I'm putting Surge
It's
in the new store.
surging back
That's it.
into the populace.
Might as well go get some Jolt while you're at it.
Oh, Jolt Cola.
They're still around. They still make them.
Oh, goodness. Yeah, that's the thing. If you would like to sponsor us to get some more Surge and Jolt Cola, playidentico.com for all of your merchandising needs, including stickers, posters, books. What else do we have up there? Lots of other stuff. Lots of stickers. A lot of fun stickers. You can get a Bunny Boy sticker. Look at that. That's pretty. You can also get the show logo sticker, which is upside down. There we go. Oh, you can get the Rob sticker too. Look at that.
I just happen to
Buy
have that
some.
next to
Yeah.
me.
Buy some so we can do this podcast in space.
Yeah.
Go up on a rocket ship.
We also have only a couple more copies of In Defiance of Chaos that connects directly to this show. So if you want to get all the spoilers, go read that book. It's very fun. We wrote it with a couple of other friends whose characters have showed up for the most part in this one, and it's a lot of fun. And I'm very proud of this particular one.
The whole backstory to Noel and Juliet.
Yep. Not the whole backstory, but
A lot of his backstory.
some of it, yeah. Yeah. I feel like Ben's got like books of shit. So
Yes. That's true.
spoiler alert, Billy's made it as a jet made of hot dogs. Yep.
This joke's back this week, huh?
It's back. Yep.
Who's joking?
At least I'm in my house. That's all that
You're
matters.
no longer in witness protection.
yeah.
I'm glad
No
that I'm
longer witness protection.
yeah, I'm
And I
glad they
docked you
caught
while
him.
you're away.
Oh goodness. All right. Do we have any other announcements? Anything? If not, we'll move on to a recap. The Outlaws left Angel City and went out into the wastes in search of organic and untainted seeds seed crops so they can start liberating pockets of Angel City from Benevolent HQ, who has basically a stranglehold on the food supply in the city. While they were away in Angel City, Rico and the rest of his Rising Tide family started smaller skirmishes and guerrilla warfare, basically, within the city walls. Joe, where did they get those weapons to start the skirmishes?
Santa Claus.
Santa Claus wearing a metal body. Yes.
Mm-hmm.
Yep.
Minor differences.
Yep. While the team was out in the wastes, they befriended a settlement on the banks of the former Colorado River. And just before they were able to defend it from a set of raiders, Eve received a video call that Philippe had been kidnapped and abused, which sent Eve basically ready to go back and burn the whole city to the ground. Before she could do that, they fought off some raiders and got the seeds that they were needing, and then they basically hightailed it directly back. I mean, they didn't even stop to pay the toll to get into the city. They just went right through the gates and just kept going. I think middle fingers and penis-shaped rockets a-blasting. We don't know what the rockets looked like, so we can only assume that they were shaped like that. Very phallic episode tonight.
Little Rocket Man. Rocket Man.
It was the impersonation that got me too.
No, yeah, and the impersonation, the first impersonation, I think we need to make like a rule against that particular person.
Comes with a trigger warning.
Seriously.
When they were back in Angel City.
Out of hot dog.
Speaking of, yeah.
No, hot dogs are all beef and delicious. That is poison, and I don't know what's in it.
McDonald's food is what that is.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
When they were back in Angel City, after blowing through the gates, the team made their way to a casino up north on the fringe of Angel City, where they got into a rather brutal and scary battle with one of Benevolent HQ's main bad guys named Zemo, to which I think, according to Bunny Boy, they had a jet fight between a bunch of people who could turn into jets.
They're just shooting hot dogs all over the place.
Look, I'm just reading the notes, okay? I was just reading what I was handed.
Behind the building, and I just heard the noises, the jet noises out front, and suddenly people are dead, and it's quiet. Like, well, everybody must have turned into jets. Had a dogfight.
Philippe was rushed away in a Benevolent vehicle and headed back to Benevolent HQ. And we pick up after the team had hijacked one of the other vehicles, and we're now trying to figure out what to do. And I have a note here about where Cupcake was left at the scene of the crime.
Put him back in the van.
Yeah, he's back in the van.
Yeah.
Okay, we're not trying to go straight to Benevolent headquarters like right this second, right? Like, we're not going to try and assault one of the largest corporations on the planet like now. Can we wait? Maybe grab a snack, have a nap, maybe a drink.
I think this was supposed to be our planning episode anyways.
Well, we can always shoot first, ask questions later.
I hold up the suit that I stole and I go, but I need to revamp this thingy.
Well, did you check out the other guy? And basically, I just deleted his head. The rest of the suit should be fine.
That's what I took.
Oh, okay.
No, sorry, I took the other guy's head, the other guy's suit. It's fine. This one looks nicer than the one that I have. So maybe, do you guys know any good arms dealers in the city?
We know of one.
And he's good.
He's very saucy.
Hey!
Because I'm going to need some fancy new weapons if we're going to go, commit suicide.
Well, I mean, if things go bad, you can just turn into a jet and fly away.
I'm insulted you think I would abandon you when the opportunity to burn down one of the biggest corporations around is there.
I mean, I'm just saying it's an option.
Just saying.
Okay. What do you guys want to do?
No, man, I just came up with the most unfortunate connection between this whole jet, that Billy is a jet thing.
Okay.
I just had this mental image that Billy is Starscream.
I need to get wings like Starscream for this next one.
What does Billy's voice sound like?
I mean, I could try and do a Starscream impersonation, but probably not.
If he's Starscream, who's the Megatron?
I guess that's me. I mean, obviously, the brains.
Could we get you a cool car that turns into a transformer?
I was gonna ask if there's any like salvageable stuff off of the Zemo robot.
Oh no, that one got fucking aced by Muffins.
Dang. Okay.
Yeah. Between Muffins and Blizz, Muffins put several to the head, and Blizz blew up a grenade inside the guy's cavity.
Just
There were
Yeah.
3 exosuits,
Yeah.
Zemos, and he got pretty much obliterated.
Yep.
The other one that Joe blew his head off, and then the guy that I jumped on his back and took his suit after I ripped his helmet off.
Yeah. That
And
one's in
that's the
pretty
suit that I
decent
have
condition.
here. That's why I have it.
Yeah. Major upgrade for you, I guess.
Okay. Yeah. If I can't have Mega Man arms, then I'm good. Just gonna be like,
you can get let's see. Actually, if you want to stay there and figure it out, roll salvage for me.
I say, is the helmet strictly required for one of those?
No, but it's nice to have so you don't get, your face blown off.
what? It's salvage intelligence.
No,
No, that's determination.
Biggest question though, is his puffy coat gonna fit over one?
It's just gonna be
We
like
will buy
puffing
him
out.
a new puffy coat.
I'm just gonna rip it apart and sew the padding, the puffy around the Mega Man guns. I got an 11 on salvage, so.
Okay, as you're kind of looking around, so you could probably get parts of the armor. It's not great in great condition, but his weapons are still around.
Oh yeah, since we're staying here, guns.
Oh.
He was holding
weapons?
guns, not just actually like those were, well, one of them was tied to it, shoulder mounted. One he was holding, and in the arms he had blades that he never got to use.
Ooh.
You should steal those.
Yeah.
The guy whose suit I took, was he carrying any guns?
Nope. Well, no, I'm sorry. He was carrying guns. He didn't have any on the suit itself, but yes, he was carrying.
What kind of guns was he carrying?
MG99 Gauss machine gun.
Ooh, that's nicer than what I have. I will
Okay.
take that.
Alex, for you as well, he has what I'm calling a vibro hand glaive.
Ooh, neat.
If you have ever seen parts of World of Warcraft, if you know what I'm talking about, where the glaive comes out and it's handheld.
Ironically, we put a vibro glaive in the book, right?
Yeah, but I'm not talking about one on the pole. I'm talking about close quarter combat style.
Okay. What kind of suit is it? What level?
A. It's corpse stuff, man. It's the good shit.
Is it a light, medium, or heavy?
It's a. I did not look up. Let me double check. What's the armor rating on the medium?
Body is 180.
Yeah, it's a medium.
Okay. So,
Zemo's was a heavy.
All right, so I'm going to take that machine gun that I actually don't know how to shoot, but maybe I can sell it.
I did want to go see an arms dealer.
Yeah.
And then
I know what I would like to do with the blades, FYI. But go ahead. Sorry.
okay, well let me finish out with Billy first. So the vibro hand glaive, if you were going to use it, Billy, write this down. stats
what
on
kind
it.
of proficiency does it require?
It would be knives or swords. You could use either one because it's close quarter and it's a blade.
I don't have a proficiency, but I might keep it anyway. We'll see.
I
What's it
mean,
do?
you could do the fancy thing of swing wildly and see what happens. That's always an option.
Maybe I'll accidentally hit muffins.
Yeah, there you go.
Let's not do that.
It's a vibro hand glaive. It's 2/1 on the attacks, and if you hit, it is 2d10 plus 4.
Holy crap!
I believe is the sound that it makes as it goes past you. Bunny Boy, what would you like to do?
These blades, what are they? What do they look like?
What's the character from Mortal Kombat that has the long blade that comes out?
Baraka.
That's the one. I had it last week and I couldn't remember. Imagine
Baraka?
2 swords basically coming out like that
Of his forearms.
of his forearms. Yep, of the suit.
Let's see here. Oh, neat. Okay. Wow, that is not what I was expecting. That's awesome.
Yep.
Okay. Well then. Cool. Are they still attached to like his whatever's?
Yeah, so
Mimi?
basically like
Fisties?
think about it like glove style where it's like on top essentially. So it's like its own thing that can extend.
Okay.
So you can take the arm portion of it.
Okay.
And I have stats for that too if you'd like.
Yes, please. I actually am curious. Would it be possible to take the arms and like rig them up for like a Rock'em Sock'em Robots type of thing?
We will engineering and stuff like that. I mean, this is basically just a like the one for him. I mean, it's pretty broken, so you'd have to figure out how to like attach them to something else, maybe. But you could take that part of the suit. The rest of it's kind of in shambles. Like the suit will not
Okay.
work by itself anymore.
Okay. Yeah. So the gauntlets are intact
Yeah.
then, or
Yeah,
they're-
because
okay.
his hits got hit in the head and in the chest. So like extremities for the most part are okay.
Okay.
You got each blade is 2/1, and it is 1d20 plus 5 damage. Or for you, it's 1d20 plus your strength. That's what the plus 5 comes
Okay.
by. So it's 1d20 plus your strength.
Okay. Per blade, yeah.
Correct.
That's cool. Okay, I've never rolled a d20 for damage before. That's
Yeah.
nuts.
That was what was awaiting you if you got anywhere close to him.
Good thing old Thundermaker barked some fire and solved that problem.
Thundermaker. What the fuck?
Who else is investigating this particular place? Because there's another weapon on the ground.
I guess I will.
Roll me investigation then.
7.
It's a big gun.
I would probably go over there and try to pick it up.
It's really heavy.
I would gesture over at Muffins.
What? Oh! I'm gonna go over and see what it is.
Roll me investigation.
Yeah, make me roll.
Yeah.
I fully expected Blizz to tie a rope to it and just, yeah, it's
Start
big, and
dragging
just
it
drag
off.
it,
I was
and then like
expecting that
kickstart
too.
it.
I mean, I
We
can
have
still
to figure
do
out
that.
the logistics of transporting this every time.
Yeah.
16.
With a 16, you notice on the shoulder where you hit, there was a shoulder-mounted flamethrower on the rig, and the laying next to it on the ground where Zemo fell is a 25 millimeter Bushmaster.
2 of them, dual wielding.
Oh shit!
How big are you gonna make muffins to dual wield Bushmasters?
Look,
Do it.
Like, how many do you roll? Like 30 d10s now, like per shot?
look, we're not gonna We're not going to talk about the sensibilities of the thing. We're just going to do it for the cool factor, all right?
For the record, a Bushmaster, if I'm looking at, let me look it up in here in the book.
This man rolls the same amount of dice for Indinico as he does for Warhammer.
Right?
I swear.
If I remember correctly. Yeah, it's only 2/1 on a 25mm Bushmaster.
Nice. Yeah.
The damage sucks though, if you get hit by it.
Yeah, I did 80 damage to that one guy's head.
Yeah,
That's the high explosive version.
that's what he has. This guy, remember, this guy one-shotted Titus.
I believe it.
Yeah,
I mean,
and that is how he one-shotted Titus. To the
mean,
face.
Titus kind of have a large head anyway. It's prime for exploding. It's kind of watermelon. We didn't say it in front of him, but we called him a watermelon head.
So I'm
Like
definitely
Hey Arnold, except for bigger.
I'm definitely gonna take the other 20 or 25
Okay.
millimeter.
All right.
Even if I can't use it, we might be able to provide it to someone who can.
Okay. I mean, in fairness, that can be mounted too.
I mean, in fairness, we could wait. I've seen Bunny's Gator. We could put it on Bunny's Gator.
Yeah, that's kind of what I was thinking.
I think the
Or we
flamethrower would
have
suit
this-
it better.
Or they have this fancy armored court van that we just stole.
That's being tracked.
True.
Let him come get it and get some bullets.
Wildest is saying that we took out the thing.
I remember rolling for it
Okay.
because Alex had mentioned it.
We also have our fancy van that we should probably go pick up. I mean, what was that shitty Bruce Willis movie where he had the gun inside of a Suburban? He was the assassin. We could just do that with the van. The Jackal or something.
Speed. It was Keanu. Just thinking of a bus.
Yeah, that's what it was.
Okay. Well, you guys know an arms dealer, and I've got some cool shit here. So let's go sell some shit and buy some new shit so we can go blow some shit up. I need grenades. That couldn't possibly go wrong.
It's never gone wrong for Blizz.
You guys want to take him over to Hades?
How are you getting to Hades?
We have a van.
Did we disable the thing in the van?
What thing?
Yeah.
The GPS tracker.
Pronouns are very important, and even more so at this point. I need you to be specific.
Well, why don't we take two vehicles? Someone can take the court van, and then we can take our
Okay,
party
I just
wagon
want to
we
be
came in.
I want to be very clear here. It is not a corp van. It is a lav. Like
It's a Hemlav?
it's got like Eve shot it point blank and didn't do damage to the tires really. It's
Okay,
got big ass motherfuckers.
We might have a problem because these labs are pretty common. So these I've seen because the Texans use something similar. The problem is, I don't know Angel City that well, but if you're driving one of these around, it tends to attract attention.
That's what I was going to suggest. Is we don't take this, or maybe stash it somewhere so we can come back and get it.
Where are we going to stash a Hemlav?
I don't know.
What if we find someone who's really good at painting and body work on cars, and they paint it to look like an 88 Honda with buildings and the road behind it? That way they're just like, wow, look, that old car's still around. Look at that.
Blizz can help you out with that. I'm sure there's spray paint in a dumpster somewhere.
Glamour.
I mean, we can send some of these third eye chuckle fucks with it in case if they get murked, it's no big deal.
Or
You've had worse ideas
disguise it
there.
as a
Muffins.
news reporter van.
Ice cream truck.
Ice cream truck. Ice cream truck.
So yeah, I'm gonna start heading back to our van, not the G wagon.
Okay.
I'll go with him.
Do we
I'll
not?
follow. What?
No, do we want to leave the tank?
It's not really a tank. It's like a light assault vehicle.
Yeah, but it's so we like.
Well, just
All right,
walk-
you know,
Mar-
Bunny, if you want to drive the lav, I will go with you.
I say we could always mark down the location and send some of the other
No,
people.
I
out
think
there.
we'll let Bunny drive it. There should be a stand-up turret in it. So here's what we're gonna do. We're gonna drive it like we're Benevolent. So I'll put on the Benevolent suit temporarily.
I'll take off my jacket. Boom. Solid Snake. Right immediately.
Disguises like a box.
We got the
over your
orange
head.
box of oranges back there. Just flip it down if somebody sees you. Fine. It's fine. Must have been nothing.
All right, so we'll take this to my cousin's place. He's got a big garage, and then we'll have somebody like do it up.
Okay. Well, yes, Bunny. What can I do?
Where are we at with like body work technology on cars? Like, can we make this an iridescent or like a hologram around it?
There are.
In it pearlescent.
Well, you can make it pearlescent. That's just paint.
Okay.
We should paint it that paint that changes color when it gets wet, or warm or color or warm or hot.
Make it a giant mood ring.
Yeah.
Fucking hypercolor t-shirt car.
There is in the. Trying to find it in the. Here we go.
I was curious mostly. I don't think we actually probably have time to really find someone to do
No, not right this second,
whatever
but
that
later.
is. Okay.
All right. So we'll meet you guys at my cousin's place, right?
Sure.
So,
Yes.
pages. Pages 147 start with what we call in the book optional extras that you can use to outfit cars and drones.
All right, so we'll look at that in a minute. Let's get away from the place where the dumpster's still on fire and where the police might be coming soon, maybe.
Yeah.
Fair enough.
So I throw my extra suit in the back of the thing and the big machine gun,
Yep.
and I go stand in the turret like I own this fucker.
Turret's not on. Turret's not
Oh,
open.
okay.
It's
So I'll just sit
they're not
beside-
they're not running it in the M Lab with an open turret down the street. Let's put it that way.
Okay. So I'll sit in the passenger seat next to Bunny
Okay.
and be like, this thing's like the fucking Batmobile.
Yeah. Does that mean we can flip it upside down and it'll still drive?
Dude, that would be cool, wouldn't it?
That would be cool. Why don't you just be a jet and let me then do a barrel roll?
What if we
Why?
put wings on this and jets?
Wow. That's a lot to do in a day, but I'm down for it.
Flare launchers.
Look, there's rules for that on those pages that I called out. Just
Okay.
saying.
I'm
So are we driving or what?
Yep.
I
No,
would like. Well, okay, go ahead.
On our way back driving, I want to call Mom and see where she at.
She picks up. Oh, hello, little boy. Where have you been? I've been fucking waiting here.
Well, we went out and killed some bandits, and then I think we plowed through a wall, and then I killed some dude with a suit.
Oh, that's so lovely, dear. I met the loveliest little woman here. Honey, what's your name? Her name is Maria. She makes the best tamales.
Who's all here?
She pans around the room, and it's a family reunion plus Rico's family.
Well, I guess people are dropping me off first before they go do their stuff.
Well, that's where we're going, right? Because Rico's my cousin. That's where we're headed. It's his house, right?
Is it? That's to you guys to say.
Yes, that's where we're headed, so that we can then head to Hades' store.
Okay, where are you guys gonna hide? Where are you guys gonna hide the lav from? Because I'm gonna make you roll a stealth check for your
Just
drive.
throw a tarp over it. They won't notice.
I was just gonna ask, anybody got a blanket?
You know what we'll do? We'll put it up on blocks. Okay. We'll stack some beer cans on it. spray and some Corona bottles, and it will look just fine in the backyard.
This is our project. It's our project car.
Yep.
No, leave it halfway open, and then like you could be like, oh, it's my kid's treehouse.
Yeah, I mean, you could put some tarps on it and lean some lumber up against it and be like, oh, this starting a tent city here. God damn it. Shouldn't have bought a house around here. Nobody's going to mess with it.
It's my hobby shed.
They don't burn down my
Does
tree
this have
shed.
a tracker on it?
Roll for me.
I thought
Okay.
Catassie had disabled it.
Yeah, this is the, okay. I didn't know. Okay. Yep. Cool.
Roll
Heck,
for me.
anyway.
Which one am I rolling? Electronics?
Yeah.
12?
You seem to think that everything's done.
I seem to think that everything is done, guys.
There's a hole where
Okay,
Catassie
there's
took
a
it out.
hole. All right.
All right.
Onward. And hide it.
roll me a stealth check for those in the live, please.
Well, wait, we're driving right now, so shouldn't Bunny be the only one rolling it?
Yeah, Bunny's the one driving. Roll a drive casual check for me.
Okay. What's Okay, give me just a second to add this. 29.
Okay.
Nice.
You basically so what you do with a 29 is Billy is on the horn with Rico getting a layout of like where the hot spots are right now currently. And with a 29, you are deftly coming in behind all of the hot spots. So like even if somebody could see you going by, you're just in the background. They couldn't break through a line if they wanted to, right? And it takes you a lot longer than everybody that's in the Mazda MPV headed directly back to Rico's place.
Like, dude, you got to take a left here, and then we're going to switch back and take the right over on Crenshaw, and then we're going to head south, and it'll be good.
So it takes an extra 30 to 45 minutes to make it around, but eventually you get back into the fringe where Rico's house is. And then I'm assuming you pull up in front of this 1-story house and 1-story pink, little abode where there's a van parked outside, and then all of a sudden the live just shows up.
Hey.
Very important. What music were you playing through that montage?
I want to say kickstart my heart, but we took so long that like the magic kind of wore off on it.
Yeah.
So
I think some lo-fi beats.
some lo-fi beats. Just yeah.
Okay.
Yeah, that was better than my thought of just listening to Kickstart My Heart until it comes back around.
Nice.
I like the lo-fi.
We need some lo-fi.
I mean, they're not trying to catch you riding dirty.
Wow. Very far back on that one. Okay. So
Leon there.
when everybody in the van gets back to the house, who is the first through the door?
I would probably be last because I'm relatively somewhat, I guess, nervous would be the right word, trying to clean myself off.
Mm-hmm.
So mom doesn't, slug me.
Yeah, so you're kind of like getting yourself up. Like Eve and Grifter noticed that like for the first time ever, Blizz might like not be ready to just bust through a wall.
Well, I definitely won't be in the first end because I'll be looking over Muffins battle damage, and cupcakes for that matter, for their little escapade.
Wouldn't it be Billy since it's his cousin's house?
Billy is. You guys got there way ahead of him.
Okay, well, I guess it'd be me.
Okay. Eve, when you go through the door, it is a lively crowd in there. There are 3 times the people that were there when you first got around. Katrina's there, Rico's there, Abuela is there, Abuela's friends are there. They're sitting at a card table, and Abuela's got one of those like card dealer hats on, and she's like handing out cards for like, I think gin rummy, but you see poker chips too. You don't know what's going to happen. Everywhere that you can sit right now has gutter punks. Like the rest of the people, you know, like Katrine, you got it. She's doing her thing. Rico, you know, some of Rico's boys, you know, Abuela and her, all of them in tracksuits, by the way, sitting at the card table. They're all doing their thing. The rest of this crowd looks shady as fuck. And they're just but they're all sitting around like drinking a beer, being cool. Just kind of like chilling about the place.
Well, man, I'm a gutter punk too, so these are like my people. So just
You're glammed up compared to these folks, though.
oh, fair. Yeah, I've
You fancy
definitely
variety.
gotten the benefits of working for some really rich people right now. I mean, I'm just gonna like nod in the gutter punk's direction, walk over, put my hand on like Abuela's shoulder gently, and just be like, "Hola, Abuela," and just, you know, wave to the ladies, go to the refrigerator, get a couple of beers, and then carry 2 around just to make sure that if somebody else needs one, I can hand it off.
Okay. Grifter, do you go in, or are you just out in the van essentially?
I'd basically be chilling in the van for the moment,
Okay.
checking over damage.
So Blizz, I'm assuming then you're gonna go in after a few
Yeah.
moments then.
Yeah.
So you walk in, and just from across the room, you just hear, "Oh my Blizz!" And you see this very short woman, maybe about 4'9", but with hair kind of coming out like this, like crazy, like just like hobbling over to you, and she just kind of puts you as a, "Oh, it is you, my boy. It is you."
Yes, it is I.
She
That's
kicks
all
you.
I say.
She knees you in the nuts a little bit.
What's that for? I haven't seen you in at least 2 days. You kick me in the nuts.
Exactly. You don't call your fucking mother. You
Well,
asshole. And
To be fair,
when she says that, Abuela is over at the card table, Eve, and you just see, "Oh, no, 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 no."
well,
All the
to be-
ladies in the tracksuits just start shaking their heads for a second.
To be fair, I did have some brain dabblage a little bit.
Oh, yeah, because you've been that way since you've been fucking born.
No, this one was. I want to say a big thing hit my helmet.
Well, and
And
she
you can
lifts
take-
up, she lifts up your helmet a little bit and like does one of these things. She's like, "It seems like you know what's for the fucking wear," and put your helmet back on you.
What?
Good.
Well, I was gonna say, if I look around and I see Foon, I'm basically gonna pick something up and throw it at him.
Oh yeah, no, Foon is sitting right there at the edge of the couch. He's just
actually, what
staring at you.
What I'm gonna do is I'm gonna pull out my grenade launcher and just throw it at him as hard as I can.
The room scrambles at this point. A card
Don't
table,
worry.
a card table is flipped over. Like Eve, you just, I don't know, Eve. How do you react when he throws a grenade launcher across the room?
I mean, I would definitely go and try and save the old ladies from explosion. I
Don't
don't know
worry,
how. I just jump in front of them like, ah!
After everything's cut, I see that, I'm like, don't worry, it's not loaded.
Meanwhile, Foon basically hits the deck trying to catch this, and Fetu is trying to like pick him up, like trying to like keep him up from like falling completely on his face.
And after I throw that, after I see all that, I'm basically gonna run and dive at Fatoon, kind of like, not like mean, but like, a big guy catching a small person kind of situation. Princess Carrie.
Yeah. He tries to catch you, and then like he goes, "Oh Jesus! Oh fucking hell!" And Fetu, for those that are in the room, he's about 6'8", 325, 385 pounds or so of pure muscle. He's a big boy. So he catches Blizz, who is not small, by the way, and swings him around almost like a ballerina. And it's at that moment that Mom looks at it and goes, "Put some fucking goddamn underwear on, you asshole!"
Loki, I was kind of hoping he would suplex him.
Fetu, put him down. Stop helping him show off his Ghibli bits. Nobody wants to fucking see that.
And at that, I'm gonna do the whole brother thing where you grab him by the Fetu and Foon by the necks, like, you guys ready to fuck some shit up?
Foon is like barely holding this grenade launcher. He's very small comparatively, and he's like, yeah, can I put this down now, please? Please? Oh God.
You can set the gun down whenever you want. I just wanted to throw something at you.
Oh, and he just like lets it only has to fall like 3 inches, and he just hi. He like tries to perk up.
At that, I'm going to address most of the third eye guys. Well, I'll be like, I guess I'm back, and we're gonna fuck some shit up soon. You guys in?
Sam looks around, and she just kind of giggles for a minute, and she's like, "Well, of course, that's why Mom told me we're coming here. She said we had to find you, and then she said while we're on the way, we get to fuck shit up, and then we're gonna blow some things up, and then I don't know who this chick is," and she points over to Eve, but I like her style. She's carrying 2 fucking beers. I want 2 fucking beers. Can I get 2 fucking beers? She turns to Mom when she says that, and Mom's just like, "What the fuck? You're a guest in this house, love. Like, for fuck's sake."
At that, I'm gonna look over and see if Sophia's here, and if she is, and be like, "There is a Rav outside that may need some help. You wanna go help?"
She picks up a backpack that was sitting by the by where Foon was sitting at the couch, and she just starts, without saying a word, just starts walking outside. You see about a 5'3" black-haired, dreaded woman just walk right out the door. Also there is Steven. You've met Sam, Riley, Doc, Cook, Sophia, Santana, John, Brad, Igor. You got the whole fucking 7 dwarfs if you want them.
So Doc, you still an asshole over there?
He gives you the finger.
That's a yes. But I'm gonna go plot myself down on, I guess, Cook. If he's still sitting there, just go sit on top of him.
Cook looks at you, and then looks at Mom, and then looks back at you, and then looks back at Mom, and she just kind of like does one of these things, and he just goes poof, and puts you on the floor.
Did the other third eye guys, the ones that were in the town, like the guy I've been calling Puddles, is he here?
No, actually they're not. You sent them off to do something, and they haven't returned yet.
Okay. Then I'll go find a seat and start catching up with Foon and the I can never pronounce his name. The guy that looks like The Rock.
Fetu.
Yeah.
Okay. A short while later, we'll say about 30-45 minutes later, Bunny Boy and Billy show up at the house, and Grifter, all you just hear coming down the street is just of these giant tires coming down a residential street. Oh, and while you're out there, some random chick comes up and starts trying to help you fix her off.
Who are you?
She just grunts, Sophia. What the fuck's wrong with it? She sets down a backpack, opens it up, and has like tools and shit in the backpack and starts like grabbing a couple out.
Mostly armor damage.
She looks around and she's like, "The fuck have you gotten into? This shit's all, what the fuck is this on the cod piece?"
That, you know, the chick that just went inside a little bit ago, that's her handiwork. This is Muffins.
Hi. Wait, you named your Rav Muffins?
Yeah, and there's Cupcake over there. I'm going to point to the little...
She looks over and she's like, fucking adorable.
Yeah, I know. So we need to, if you have anything that we can repair this armor with, that's probably priority right now. Because I think we're going to go get some more bullet holes put in it soon.
I literally just got here. I don't know where the hell we're going to get armor from. I mean, unless is there a junkyard around here or something? Fashion one.
But I mean, as you can tell, I kind of just kludged a lot of this armor together.
She leans back out and through the screen door, essentially back in there, Eve and Blizz, you just hear, "Hey, is there a fucking junkyard around here where we can get some fucking armor?"
Somewhere. There's also a guy named Hades. Yeah, Hades. He may be able to get some armor.
Is that the one you owe all them fucking favors to?
He's the guy that gave me this, and I'm gonna like kind of show my grenade launcher. Kind of, I know she can't see it, but
Your grenade launcher's on the ground.
Oh,
Where
I'll
Foon
point to
put it.
I'll point to it.
And a few people laugh when she says favors, and you agree. It's a very raunchy team. Family, people, whatever you want to call this group of miscreants you have brought into Rico's house.
Hoodlums.
Sophia, by the way, is asking this in the middle of a residential street, not even just giving a fuck.
I like her.
She begins to start taking plating off of Muffins, like affectionately disassembling it. Like, not in a mean way, but like taking it off proper like.
Ah. So you know your way around a Rav.
I've done a few in my time.
Well, let's see what we can do here. See what we can do affecting repairs.
We're gonna need materials before we can fix all of this. And she just kind of points around to the whole thing. She's like,
yeah.
I don't know what kind of firefight you got into, but these scoring marks, like this is heavy shit.
Mm-hmm.
Grifter, show her your other toys. The new ones.
She leans out. Shut the fuck up, Blizz. She leans back in.
I think he's talking about this 25mm over here. I'm not sure.
She looks at that and then looks back at the bullet. She's like, "Is that what the fuck you got shot with?"
Hey, look, there was a lot of bullets flying. I don't really know which one, but probably.
The fuck did you guys get into?
They made some court people mad.
Oh. Are we gonna do it again?
Yeah, that's why I'm trying to do some repairs so we can go do that again post-haste.
Fantastic.
So is there a junkyard nearby we could scavenge?
I mean, you guys know of a few junkyards, yeah.
Because I'd rather scun junkyard it than go pay Hades prices for armor.
She looks at it and she goes, "All right, fine. You take me to the junkyard. We'll go salvage. We'll figure this out. I'm gonna need a welding machine too. You got one of those?
Not here.
Got one we can steal?
I'm sure we can find one. I got one in my garage, but it's in another part of town.
All right, well, fucking go then. She goes and hops in the passenger seat.
Oh, you don't want me driving?
She's like, well, Toots, I don't know my fucking way around this city. And she pulls out a compact and like checks her hair a little bit. And she's like, so get to driving or your Rob's gonna be fucked for a while.
Hey, Bunny, you want to go for a ride?
Literally, Bunny had just drove up.
I know.
Okay.
Like, I have to have 0 in driving. I don't have any driving.
Do it. Do it and suffer
Do
the
it.
drive checks. Do it.
I was gonna say, you're kind of in a put up or shut up moment here, given Wild all this shit about her driving for so long. I mean, I did just get done driving a lav like across the city. My butt, I'm just happy that, you know, my butt cheeks are kind of unclenched for the first time in an hour.
Yeah, what better to do? Just go on a drive and reduce that stress.
I don't believe you.
You know
What's
that
that?
you know that feeling like when you've been driving for a while and then you get out and you stretch for the first time. Like that's what like unclenching the butt and doing that like stretch like feels real good, Bunny.
Look, you like driving. It's therapeutic for you. I'm just saying, let's pop over the junkyard for a little bit. You can pick out a toy. I'll let you get it. One toy.
Bro, it's a junkyard.
So, there could be anime there. You found some last time we went to the junkyard.
How much anime is he gonna find in the junkyard? I go, here, drive this thing into the backyard so we can stick it up on blocks. I'm looking for some scrap metal or plywood around the back of the garage so I can like just kind of like lean it against the lab.
I mean, there's some wood.
Come help us. Come help Billy and me hide this fucking thing real quick, and I'll drive you.
Yeah, and some blue tarps like the usual. There's no like scrap
Literally,
metal.
I used like brick, like broken pieces of brick to like put the tarp down on top of it to like, you know, keep the wind from blowing it away. And I'm just like stacking shit around it like, does this look sufficiently fucked up yet?
I mean, at this moment, the neighbor is out watering the flowers and just looking at you guys like, what in the ever-loving fuck is going over there? Yeah, you are. She's very confused.
I'm like,
My question
stop.
is,
Oh, hola?
Hola, ¿cómo está?
I. And then
I go,
she,
I
like,
look at
turns
Rico,
around.
I go, Rico, you didn't offer the neighbors any beer. What the fuck is wrong with you? I grab a beer from a cooler and like, cerveza?
She like takes it and she goes, gracias, and then she like turns and
Nada.
walks away. but you see, but like as she like turns away, she takes like a really quick. Like she doesn't want to get caught drinking it, but she's like, "Yep."
like you do.
You can hide it from the street with that basic. Like it's not gonna stand up to like a radar scan or something, but
It's okay.
It's just a really dense storage shed.
sure.
And then I take off my exosuit,
Nice.
fix my hair with a glam, stick it in a blue mohawk.
As you do that, Sam looks at you. Well, and there's a taller guy standing next to Sam, and as you like walking into the house and do this sort of thing, he kind of looks at you and he's like, nice. And he's dressed like head to toe, fucking Canadian tuxedo, basically. Just ripped all to hell.
Nice.
Got his arm around the thin girl.
Right.
Yep.
All right.
Joe,
I'm
you going to a
celebrating.
junkyard or
Yep.
what's the plan here? I'm looking at you guys.
If Bunny Boy's gonna drive, I'll go to the junkyard.
Yep, I'm gonna look at the lav. It's got bricks and a tarp on it. Hopefully the tarp is loose and not like taut around each corner to be like, that's a lav just coated in blue tarp.
No, you know how the edges like flop a little bit and like come up and stuff like that. That's about how well y'all did it.
Yeah,
Okay.
it's perfect.
Hi, kitty cat. Yeah, let's go.
All right, you guys drive off to a junkyard. It is the main junkyard that you guys know so well at this point.
For Titus's face bits.
Yeah.
What time is it?
It's pretty late at night at this
8:20.
point. Probably early morning getting on, because remember y'all busted ass back to Angel City. Y'all busted through the gates, then y'all drove clear across town to get to a casino, attacked it at night after recon, and now we're going back to the house.
All right. Well, Billy's gonna have like 3 beers, slam 3 beers, and go to sleep
Okay.
because he's pretty tired.
Yeah. The only place to sleep now at Rico's house is upstairs. Basically in the war room, they have a couple of mattresses down.
We got a
that's
lava in the backyard.
I've slept in blown out buildings in Juarez on the ground. It's fine.
Yeah. The thing that you notice is that there is a lot more, like, Katrine is up there basically keeping track of all the hot spots. And so she's working this basically like 2 card tables slammed together with a suitcase hologram put up inside of it, so she can actually manipulate the map a little bit more. And so she kind of like like gives you a heads up as you lay down. But otherwise she leaves you alone.
Yep. Just crash out.
For those of you at the junkyard, roll me some salvage.
Finally, something I have points in.
He says after shooting a lot during this series.
16. Wait, does that add one of my modifiers as well?
Yeah, it's your determination modifier.
Okay, then I got a 19.
Okay. Pete, what did you get?
I was a little tired,
Okay.
but still kind of on my toes. Rolled an 18.
Nice. We're gonna roll for
Elven eyes.
what did your elven eye see? Okay, well, I also rolled a 19. So it's at this point that like Sophia is going around like almost like a Mad Hatter at a tea convention. Like she is pulling out different pieces. She's got a sort of handheld arc welder to be able to like cut it into like squares. Like she's stacking, like it's like, and not only that, but like she, along with like Bunny Boy, she gets your help. Like she's stacking yellow pieces next to yellow pieces, red pieces next to red pieces, and like purple pieces next to purple pieces. Like if it's got like a color theme going on, she's like stacking it to like have actual stuff.
Sounds like a
Nice.
plan.
Pete,
I don't know what wizardry y'all are doing, but do it.
Pete, while you're working on some of that stuff, you actually find like a turbocharger that could work for the van.
Go on.
I mean, you'd have to retrofit it in there, but it could work with the engine that is in that.
Like the Mazda? Or are you talking about the... Okay.
No, Mazda. You can make it go faster. It's a go fast button.
The go
More
fast
room.
button.
Yeah, more room.
Yes. If anything, that's what Mazda engines need, is to spin faster. Go off into space.
Hey, maybe that's how we get into space for the next series.
We've come full circle, you guys.
Goodness. Sweet. Thank you.
Yeah. Is there anything in particular else that you're looking for, Peter, or are you just kind of along for the ride?
Just kind of seeing if anything catches my eye. Anything that I think could be useful for the upcoming overtaking.
I mean, if you're looking for things like, describe for me like anything that you'd be looking for. Are you looking for like more rocket cylinders, or are you looking for like...
Rocket cylinders would be great. Always could just do the dirty, like the original Call of Duty or the World War II, like stick grenades. something like that.
Yeah.
I don't know. Just take like some heavy scrap, really, and work some magic with it.
Well, I mean, you're getting plenty of that. You get plenty of heavy scrap that you can use for like armor plating. You can use, there's spoilers around if you wanted to get some things like that. There is like minor aircraft aluminum that you can find, which is pretty light.
You could throw that turbocharger in the van and then armor plate it to make up for the difference. And then we have our own like street lab.
That's true. We have those things now. Heavy scrap for armor.
Yep.
Backyard technical.
Yeah.
You're
Okay.
able to find with a 19 as well. You're able to find a couple of very large, like like the helium bottles, like the helium cylinders.
Whoa. Yeah.
You're able to find a couple of those off of like an old work truck.
Can we find like just happen to stumble across like an old Dushka that's sitting around? They don't need.
No. I'm not just gonna give you a tank to run right in there.
It's not a tank, just a very large machine gun.
Do I find like little wheels or casters? Are there a lot of those?
Oh God, yes. That kind of stuff
Okay.
easily.
Okay, I want to take approximately one shopping cart full.
Okay. The van is gonna start to get filled up pretty quickly with your
True.
shopping list. Well,
Half a
and the
shopping
9-foot robot that's sitting in the back of it.
And the 3-foot
And the
rope.
3-foot robot.
He can walk.
It's actually true. The 3-foot robot can fucking hood surf. It just looks like the Mercedes-Benz like logo. It's just
This has the luggage racks on top. We could probably just grab on them and hang on.
you got a lot
I
of
don't-
wheels. What else are you looking for?
So I got a lot of wheels, some helium cylinders,
Yep.
some scrap for armor, and turbocharger. That's a pretty good haul. Do we? We don't have anything that like could create a reaction, right, for energy or propulsion?
Not right now, but the junkyard is probably not the place you want to go for that.
Yeah, true. Okay.
I mean, you hit up the Home Depot last time, and it worked pretty well.
Okay, fair enough.
Maybe we swing by
Looking
Home
for
Depot on the way home and buy a welding kit.
Yeah. I was just looking for something that can break windows, but okay, like bulletproof glass.
Break bulletproof glass?
Yeah.
I mean, you could fashion like shrapnel. That would help. Be very large
Okay.
shrapnel, but
Do you want me to tell you what my thought was?
Yeah, go
about
ahead.
What I want to make. Well, so I'm not sure how we're gonna do this exactly, but my thought was to get some of those helium cylinders, rig them up in a way that they can propel forward, but coat them in casters and wheels. That way they can just roll along the ground no matter like how much they flip around, and just shoot them off towards the building or inside the building. I don't care.
oh yeah. I mean, you're making those helium bottles make a hell of a missile. Like if
Yes.
you, I mean, like you know what I'm saying, and like so, like the caster idea, yeah, it would make it where it can't flip over. Is kind of what you're trying to do. You're making a land torpedo.
Yeah, a land torpedo
Like
with
a
insurance
like
that
a
it will be
Yeah, like
rolling
a
no matter what.
yeah. You're making like an outrider version of a land torpedo. Yeah.
Yep.
Which I
That's my
mean,
hope.
you could put a cone on the front of it. You can figure out like if you want to put something that could try to help pierce something, but
You know,
a helium bottle going at full blast goes through a cinder block wall.
The chainsaw's on the side of it.
when we started this game,
Yes.
I never expected that Bunny Boy would be the one that's like pledging together a homemade Neville werfer. Gonna werf some Nevils later.
He's just handy with scrap, man.
Yeah. Okay.
I'm good.
All right.
Unless there's a dark wave generator in there.
No, there's no dark wave generator that you've been able to find. Yeah.
Wait, was this where we were talking
Been
to the
able to
Metroid
find.
guy?
No. That's in the underground towards downtown LA.
Okay. I'm gonna kind of nudge Muffins, be like, you remember that weird fucking brain in a jar dude was talking about a dark wave generator and
Yeah,
the alien?
I wanted to get one, but y'all were like, no, it's too irresponsible to have one.
No, that was Titus. He's dead now.
True.
I mean, you cut a deal.
Plans back on the table, boys.
Yeah, I don't know how much of our DNA he's gonna want to trade for it, but just something to throw out there. See what Billy says. Billy probably knows him. Anyway, just a thought. We can head out whenever you're ready.
I'm ready now.
Okay. Okay. With
Sorry, I guess-
that,
yeah.
you guys are able to get back to the house. It's late, so if you guys want to take a long rest, basically, sleep for the night, we will pick up after our bio break the next morning. How's that? Or rock and roll morning. Let's be real about this. None of us are waking up at 7 a.m. So not in fantasy, not in Cyberpunk Fantasyland. We're not waking up early. F that noise. All right.
Perfect.
We will be right back. Hang with us. We're gonna go take a quick bio break, and we'll see you here in just a moment. Okay, look. In New World, the Marauders look like Asmongold rejects with their stupid ass hammer signal or sigil and shit like that. Like they look like tryhards that came from WoW. Okay.
Oh,
Okay,
no.
but you can't say that. While the one that you want to play, Syndicate, look like they're trying to try hard cosplay as a fantasy 40k Inquisitor.
I'm okay with
That's
that.
like that's
Fantasy-
about as try hard. It's Inquisitor cosplay as well.
Fantasy 40k Inquisitor meets My Chemical Romance. I'm sorry, this is my dreams. Thank you. I will
I'm
run around in my
actually
plague
kinda
mask
follow on
just
this one.
fine.
I mean, I'm big on playing stuff that like meets my aesthetic, and I think that would meet my aesthetic better.
Yeah. And screw the
just-
paladin classes.
I just want to fish. Whatever faction wants fish.
All of them.
fish.
I will be the best fisher.
I know we're gonna have whole fishing. Like we might have to do the cast streams, just like fishing cast streams, because like that's what
fine.
Oh my God.
off screen. Everybody who's watching, like that's basically us. Everybody except for Woody, because Woody was in witness protection last week. We were all playing, but Woody joined us to just like watch and commentate and talk along. And so we've all been like checking this game out and stuff like that, and you know.
It looks good, and
It
as I
does.
said, like I have been waiting for the game that finally brought WoW to its knees for like
Oh, WoW's doing that to itself.
I know, but even before that, I've been waiting for the game to bring WoW to its knees for like a decade. And the fact of the matter is, if social pressure and this game being good brings WoW to its knees finally, and they finally just get rid of that damn thing, I will be happy.
You heard it here. We're gonna get banned in Florida, banned in Texas, and we're gonna get WoW shut down. There you go. I don't know about that last one.
I mean, hang on. All of those things sound good to me.
Yeah, no. I wasn't saying this was a bad thing. I was just saying it. Look, I was using the CNN talking head perspective. If I say it with enough conviction, it'll become true.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah. P.S. The media lies. Yeah. So there you go. Anyways, leave your New
300
World
milli
thoughts.
Van Jones.
Yeah, leave your New World thoughts in the chat. Join us. We're gonna go when we're gonna make a company in New World when it releases. So, all right.
Yes.
The next morning, you all awaken. I don't know where you all slept, but you found space to pass out. Essentially, what do you
I
guys
go
want to
brush
do?
my
It's a
teeth.
new day. You brush your teeth, okay?
I mean, come on. We were up for a long time. We weren't around a lot of hygiene stuff. So I'm going to grab a quick shower, brush my teeth. My breath's got to be pretty rank. And you know that feeling you have when you go to bed really late and didn't brush your teeth before bed, and you get up and you're like, what is that?
It's called
That.
morning breath and a little muck, like
Yeah, muck. That's what
Yeah.
I'm looking at.
Halitosis.
Yeah, that well, okay, fancy. Listen, fancy science person.
That's me, fancy science man.
I
You
mean,
can make toast in the microwave.
Yeah. So hygiene time.
Toast in the microwave.
This is our. Yeah, hey, we got to get back to slice of life anime. We haven't done slice of life in a while,
I know this
And
has
so-
gone. This has gone from slice of life anime to like super serious. So
and now I'm bringing it back to slice of life for a minute. So there's happy peppy music while I'm like dee 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 dee.
Do you have one of those singing toothbrushes that sing for the right amount
Yeah,
of time?
you know what? I do.
look, if Amazon can release a soap dispenser that sings at you for 20 seconds to make sure you wash your hands long enough,
Oh,
I think
haven't
we
seen
can
that
have
one. I'll
a
go look that up.
toothbrush that can sing to you
Sing
without
for
getting
two-
through. Yeah,
For 2 minutes.
yeah, I feel sure.
I would wake Foon and Fetu up with a bucket of water. Like pour it on both of them.
Vetu just
God
starts
damn.
whooping your ass.
Blizz is just mean.
He like takes you and he like gets up under your arm, like he gets up like under your arm and then grabs you on the other side of this. It just takes you up and then just slams you down, and then just like walks off grumbling.
This explains so much about his mental state.
Yep. This is a Blizz backstory episode apparently.
Yeah, I no longer wonder where he got all of the concussions. I'll be enjoying coffee in the kitchen and waiting until Billy comes out to ask him if he has any NEMP rifles around.
Catassie has one.
Eve, do you speak Spanish?
Un poco, but not not actually.
So you and Sam are essentially there in the kitchen. Y'all are having Sam, for being a gutter punk, is like the happiest gutter punk you've ever met in your life. It's adorably sickening sweet. Like, you think she might be out of touch with reality in some ways, but except for the fact that she's carrying a giant 45 on her hip and seems to enjoy that part of life. And you guys are like sitting there with these like kind of dingy like coffee cups and stuff, and all of the abuelas in the tracksuits are like sitting there like playing with your hair and stuff like that, but like in a way that like they're complimenting you. You have no idea what they're saying though, but they're liking you a lot. Like, and they all have coffee as well, and some of them are smoking like actual cigarettes, like not e-pens or anything like that. Like they found cigarettes.
Probably rolled them themselves.
You know what? You think they might have.
Well, I'm just gonna enjoy that because that sounds absolutely lovely.
Oh yeah, no, it's the like most positive interaction you've had in that kitchen in a long time. What are the rest of you all doing? Bliss got slammed. Billy's being hygienic. Eve is having a conversation.
Get to looking into doing repairs on muffins.
Okay. What is on your docket today? We'll start with you first, Bunny.
Smoke a big blunt in the morning. Get me in the zone. Today,
Furious head nodding.
put the turbocharger in the van.
Okay.
Maybe add a little bit of armor to it, and then work on rigging up these helium cylinders to be some sort of torpedo style device.
Okay.
Yeah.
Roll mechanic for me. First on the car.
Mechanic?
Well, engineering technically.
Engineering. Oh, okay. Let's see. A 28.
Nice.
What's that get me?
Sophia is watching you. And so like you pop the hood on this, and it is just like you've got like straight angle bracing. You put it in, like it's flawless, like kind of design. And as you kind of like lift up from the hood, Sophia's just kind of like looking at you like this for a little bit, like she might have been admiring, but not, you can't tell if it's like you or like the handiwork, like, and then like you are looking at the handiwork and you're like, this shit's fucking flawless, dog. Like, and so like as you're going through, where are you putting some of this armor plating? Because some of it's got to go, I'm assuming, to Muffins, unless you don't want to share. And then some of it can go, I guess, on the Mazda.
That's a great question. Well, definitely some of it up front.
Uh-huh.
And then the passenger and driver door.
Okay.
We want to protect. We don't want it to get hijacked.
So,
and of course, we're going to drive through something at some point.
So, basically, the front and the so if you're looking at a vehicle character sheet, the front and the cockpit all have 50 hit points. Additional hit points, their armor that you've got on there. So they are reinforced, and that would count for the driver's side, the passenger side, and the front of the vehicle from there. Everything from basically the sliding door back to the backpack is just the normal amount of hit points that would be on there.
Okay, that's fine.
Yeah. But it's well done. It's still fairly aerodynamic as well. Yeah.
That's right. I could bend this scrap metal like Japan in 2002.
For the record, you would have 35 hit points on the rest of the car. So you got 50, and then 35 just hit points. So everything up front basically has 85. So 50 armor and then 35 hit points. Much like you would be wearing armor. For your Rav, are you going to repair before or after going to see Hades? Or when are you guys going to go see Hades?
Well, I was gonna take Foon and I can never say his name. The rock guy and Mom to go see Hades at some point. He's my character and I can't say his name.
Dwayne the Rock
Dwayne
Gollum Johnson.
There you go.
I need to go see this arms dealer. I got some stuff to sell him, and I need to buy some shit.
I do the repairs before,
Okay.
because I don't like having muffins damaged.
Okay. Roll me engineering then, please.
Is Sophia helping me?
You have re-rolls. Yes, Sophia can help you.
I got an 18.
Add 8 to that. So you got
26.
Yep. So, are you trying to improve the armor, or are you trying to get it back to its base armor?
Well, if I could improve it, that would be the thing. But the goal is the base armor.
Mm-hmm. The scrap that Sophia was able to help you get. So much like Bunny Boy's car conversion going over there, it can add an extra 20 armor to the Rav.
On all the parts.
Yep.
Okay. That'll work for me. And I'm also gonna pick her brain about possibilities that she can think of mounting this extra 20 millimeter.
Where are you trying to? Where do you want to try to mount a 20 millimeter?
Shoulder.
That's your Gauss rifle, right?
Yeah, I got one So I gotta think about that. So the minigun was mounted to the arm.
Mm-hmm.
So yeah, I guess we are full up on hard points there.
Yep.
Yeah, crotch cannon. No,
I don't think Muffins could run very well at that point.
No, I am going to reserve that 20 millimeter for when we go talk to Hades because I have an idea. I feel like our homies on the ground need some heavy firepower.
Uh-huh.
So I'm gonna look into the possibility to see if Hades has the equipment to rig up. For lack of a better terms, like a tripod for it.
Okay. You have a lot of people there as well.
So yeah, I'm going to the side and see if anybody has any ideas for a tripod. Like, do you know what a Lafette mount is for a MG42?
Possibly.
It's basically a tripod that you mount the gun in that has like recoil springs and stuff in it.
Oh yeah,
and
I've seen those before. Yeah.
And like an indirect firing mechanism, something like that.
Yeah, but I think the things that you have the minigun and you have a 25 millimeter Bushmaster, which is not a minigun, it's a LMG.
Yeah.
Yeah, or machine gun, really. There's nothing light about that thing.
So I wanted to turn the extra one into basically a portable crew serve weapon for our homies on the ground.
Yeah. Okay. So do you go inside and basically just ask somebody like if
Yeah,
they
I got this
want?
crazy idea.
When you basically when you say that there's a 25 millimeter Bushmaster on that particular one, you see just a mountain of a man stand up, and he just kind of holds his hand out, like, "Give me."
That's outside.
Okay, show me.
Let's go get it. Let's go get it.
Fetu walks past you, Blizz, and just like pushes your head as he walks outside.
Dick.
Bitch. As you show him this, he basically just lifts it up, looks at it, cocks it. That'll do.
You
Can
want it? Yeah, as long as you're shooting the corpo assholes with it.
I'll tell you what. I'll shoot who you tell me to shoot. Then I get to keep it afterwards.
Sounds good to me.
All right. And then with that, he slings it over his shoulder and goes back walking back inside. Blizz, when he comes back inside, he's now carrying a 25 millimeter Bushmaster, and he hits you in the head again.
I swear to God, if one of those rounds comes near me, I am going to, I don't know, spike your bananas with something.
He just laughs. Anything else you guys are going to do at the house?
I think Blizz is good.
Okay.
Not yet.
All right. Well, what
Let's
else
go
you
see
guys?
our best friend Hades.
Okay.
And I'm bringing Mom and Foon and Fetu.
That's a lot of
Heard
fucking
this guy.
people.
Never met him.
Well, if I have to, I'll get one of the other guys to drive them.
I mean, fair enough.
And presumably they came here in their own car, so
That's a hefty presumption.
I'm bringing my old exosuit and that machine gun that I found
Uh-huh.
to sell.
Okay. You're going to keep the new exosuit where?
Yeah.
At the house?
Well, I'm not. Am I taking it to Hades?
Oh, you taking it on your person, or are you leaving it behind?
I'm gonna leave it behind. I don't need a. Didn't think we needed an exosuit to go shopping.
With this group, you never fucking
What kind
know.
of crazy town do you people live in?
It's Angel City, baby.
We are outlaws for a reason.
It's valid. I guess I'll throw it in the
Walmart during
trunk
a
just in
pandemic.
case. I'll throw it in the trunk just in case. Yeah, Walmart during a pandemic. Are they out of toilet paper? That's how you know.
Okay, you guys drive across town to the usual spot. Bunny Boy, this is your first time coming there, as well as Billy, correct?
Yeah.
Yep.
Billy has not met Hades.
Heard about him. Never met him.
I think Billy is gonna do like face color today, so like half red over here, and then he's gonna have like swept fucking like green hair.
Straight up Final Fantasy shit. Got it.
Yeah, dude, like going straight anime character for this.
Gotcha. I still have to look back and never mind. Anyways, continuing.
Throws off the facial recognition software.
Yep. Who's first through the door?
I am.
Okay.
I'm gonna bust through the doors and be like, is.
As you bust through the door, after he buzzes you in, you just see Hades' head come from around the corner and go, and he just looks at you and he kind of lights up a little bit. He's like, "Oh, my lovely, it is so good to see you today. I'll be with you in just one moment." And then you hear from the back just like machine parts going again, and then as it clicks with just a, he kind of comes back from around with a towel, wiping off his hands. Billy and Bunny, you don't catch it at first, and he kind of squeezes his way through a door, and when he stands back up, an absolute mountain of a man, even bigger than Fetu, who is very large, is standing there with broad shoulders, a ripped like jean jacket and leather jacket combination going on, in a jaunty hat, kind of looking down at you all, and addressing Eve as he looks at the myriad people now in his store. And he looks around and goes, "Well, now isn't this a myriad bunch? A motley crew, if you will. Welcome in. My name is Hades. I assume that your colleagues here have informed you about what we do in this here establishment."
Yeah, that's why we're here, compa.
My man, you are not from around here now, are you?
Nope.
Well, how may I do business with you all today?
I got some stuff to sell you, and I need to buy some stuff.
Oh, now I like the sound of commerce happening within my store. Who's first?
She
up
said
on
you've got the hookup.
I would probably say I am one of the foremost in this city. What would you like to buy today?
So first, I drag in my old exosuit and the MG99 and go, "What do you give me for those?"
Well, now, these are very interesting.
That's a light exosuit that I took off a Texas Ranger. And that other one I acquired yesterday. It's fancy.
This is some hardcore firepower now. What pray tell were y'all doing up in the casinos in the north?
You know, a little bit of this, a little bit of that, maybe some vengeance,
Oh, I know.
excitement, explosion.
We went dancing.
Ah, yes.
I love dancing. Don't you love dancing? And then I do it like a little like.
By the way, Hades, your grenade launcher works perfectly.
Oh, of course it does. I made it myself. That was not one I pulled off the boat, my friend.
It killed
That
that,
was
guy
a sin.
really good.
Well, now, I don't like to talk about the deceased in such a way, but you know, I'm glad to know that you are a happy customer, my friend. For the two of those, I would like to probably offer you. This suit is a little beat up, so let's do 55. How does that sound for you? Because I can probably get this fixed
That's
up
fair.
and ready. Yeah,
That's fair.
for the two. Yeah.
Okay.
What can I
So-
do you for then?
Okay. Do you have any Gauss rifles?
he kind of chuckles for a little bit and then clicks the bottom of the floor, and you see panels on the walls that had certain guns start to turn, and just like domino effect, like shikading, 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 and it turns over, and he's like, I have many flavors of ice cream. What are you looking for?
I'm looking for an M77.
That's a pricey little model, but I believe I have one over here.
Right. So you said you're giving me 55.
Mm-hmm.
So hook me up with the M77. That's about 27 to 30.
I think that's fair enough, yes.
And then I could use, I mean, I know it's a long shot, Cabron. You don't have any nanothermite grenades, do you?
He hits another button, and the cases in front of you start to just do like a tilt-a-whirl, like almost like a Ferris wheel in front of you. And he just kind of does one of these things. He goes, doop, 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 as he points down at the glass in front of you.
All right, well, hook me up with like 5 of those, 5 EMP grenades, the M77 that we talked about, and then I need a new AR helmet. And I look over at Eve and I go, you guys talk on Qualcomm, right?
Yeah, we need you to get on that.
Yeah. So I need a new AR helmet that fits this new suit that I just stole, that I can link to their Qualcomm and the AR to this gun, because I want a full AR interface for these weapons with the targeting package. And then if you can give me that, you can keep the rest of the 55.
I think that is fair. It might take me a minute to get it a little rigged up. James, get your ass out here now, boy. And you see Eve, you see his normal assistant come walking out. And James is already holding a box in his hand, like a helmet-sized box in his hand. And Hades looks around to him and he goes, I swear, my boy, you pay attention better than anybody I've ever seen in my life. Now this here is, and he points over to you, Billy, and he goes, this is a gentleman by the name of
It's Billy. His
Billy.
name's
Thank
Billy.
you, thank you, Eve. He went mute on me there for a moment, and I don't know what. I don't know if he was.
Billy was just like, look at all the shinies.
Yeah, it's a lot to behold. Your friend Blizz here did the same thing when he first came in. It happens, you know. I pride myself on a good, upstanding environment here with my arms. James, would you take Billy in the back here and go ahead and start rigging this up for him so he can watch you do it? Make sure it's done right, you know.
Perfect. So I want, what class AR TAC helmet is that one?
That would be a class with Hades' bonus. That's a class C.
Ooh, that's going to be a nice targeting bonus.
Yeah, it's black market type shit that he stole.
Nice. AR TAC helmet. Woohoo.
Hey, Hades,
Yes, sir.
have you met Mom and that other two before?
That other two. I believe that you all have names, but Mom, it is very nice to meet you. And he bends down and takes her hand and gives it a kiss.
Well, would you happen to have some EMP grenades for my grenade launcher or rounds for my pit bull?
Well, rounds for a pit bull, yes, but EMP grenades, and he points over to where Billy was. He's like, your boy is buying a lot of those too.
Is there any way we could retrofit them so I could fire them?
You want to fire EMP grenades from a grenade launcher.
Yes.
Do you understand that you would not be walking when that malfunctions? Well, I mean, I guess you could hop around on one leg, but that would not be very efficient, now would it?
True. Well, do you have any for the rounds? And can I have just regular grenades? Or regular EMP grenades to throw?
I have about 3 left. I was not expecting this much of a sale going on today.
Well, we're going to be busy in the next couple of days.
So I have heard.
how much would 25 rounds for the pit bull be, and 1 grenade and a pistol for Foon, the guy, the little guy over there?
You're gonna need to be more specific on what kind of pistol you need, as he looks around the room at the 100 of pistols in the cases.
What would you suggest for somebody that little? I am being mean to Foon at this point.
Well, you could get him a little cricket if you were looking
Okay.
for a pistol.
Well, that works.
And he hands you over this tiny little single shotgun.
I walk over with it to the Foon. I'm like, here you go. Match your height.
Now we're Hades kind of chuckles and he's like, God damn. That was rather cold, my friend.
I've known him for years.
Fair enough. Should I put this on the tab, or is this another favor, or do you wish to actually pay Hades back now?
Hey, Mom, can you pay for the pistol and the ammo? If not, I don't have a problem being.
You've
going
been
into more
fucking
debt.
out here longer than any of us. You ain't fucking pay the man.
You know how I
Fuck
am
is
with money.
wrong with you? And she smacks you in the back of the head.
Fine, I'll just go with the debt.
Insurrection.
I'll just go with the debt again.
She looks over at Hades. She's like, how much does he fucking owe? Hades does the math very quickly in his head. He's like, somewhere in the range of about 75. Fucking hell! The fuck have you been doing with this man? You're paying this one yourself, you mate. I got 75 laying around. Chicago,
Well-
maybe, but not here. I didn't bring that kind of cash with me.
Well, I guess I'll owe you some more favors. And so will Foon.
Well, I mean, you were making the ask, so I would not hold a younger brother to the older brother's ask. But I tell you what, 10 now, and we won't add necessarily to your debt. How's that?
Okay.
I fancy doing business with you, sir.
I still like your shop.
I like you as well, sir. I believe that you have been putting on things very well. He looks around to the rest of you all as he stands up. So,
Got anything special for me this time?
yes, my dear. What would you like?
So I'm thinking about getting something that I can add to my bat to make sure that I can take down machinery.
Oh,
And I also need something that can shoot things out of the sky. And maybe feeling kind of like I need an upgrade to my shotgun, if possible.
She needs an Atroth. Billy goes, please tell me you have Atroths.
my boy. And he kind of comes around the curtain where you all are at. He's like, my boy. And then he points off to a crate off into the thing over there. What kind of black market arms dealer would I be if I would not have some of these? Now,
Billy's like, Eve, you need those, man. Those are the greatest things ever. Also good for shooting at muffins.
Ooh, okay.
It's an anti-Rov rocket.
Beautiful. That is what I need. I
very
need one of
nice.
these.
Where did we put that in the book?
It's
I'm
in the
trying to
heavy
find
weapons.
it.
Hang on, I have
The
it.
Atroth?
Yep.
It's on page 114 towards
See?
the top.
Right. Okay. So I was on the wrong one. The
4
Atrov
mile
or the
range.
Atrov? Yeah, the Atrov right here. Yeah.
The Atroth.
Yep.
The M37.
Yep.
She needs about some of those,
Now those are not very cheap.
but they shoot 4 miles.
Yes, they do. It cost me a lot to get these.
I mean, you know that I am good for the money, and I have paid up front for every single other thing. Can I request to have some credit out with your store? I will give you everything that I have in my bank right now.
Hades motions for you to come to the back. Young lad, I don't know you with the puffy coat, but I believe that they have described you a couple times to myself. I will be with you in just a moment. Will you please? And then he looks at Grifter and all. You and Grifter, make yourselves at home. Y'all make these folks selves at home. You know, don't touch much or anything like that, please. We'll be back here in just a moment. And he, Billy, as you're standing, as James is working through the stuff on the workbench, he and Eve come to the back. And Hades starts to basically lay down this crate in front of you and open it up. And I mean, it's an anti-Rav rocket. There's nothing else to say about it. It's green, it's shiny, and it does what it's supposed to do.
But is it phallic shaped?
No. I mean, it's a rocket, but
I mean, most things that are shooty based.
I was just trying to call it back to
in nature.
I was trying to call it back to the theme at the beginning of the episode.
I don't think we can title this episode phallic shaped, though. I think YouTube might have an issue.
YouTube might have an issue with it.
Call it a mushroom. Mushroom heads.
They'll probably still have an issue with that one, too.
No, Mushroom Head was the name of a band. That was like, they came out around the same time as Slipknot. They wore masks and everything. Technically, I mean, they were actually really good, to be quite honest with
I
you.
used to have beef with Slipknot over the masks.
No, well, the fans did. They didn't. They didn't care. Yeah. Both bands were like, whatever. How you gonna carry this?
And then I asked Muffins to put it on her back.
That could work. I have two. That's all I've gotten. I usually like to keep one in reserve, but might I ask, what are y'all gonna do?
Hades, between you and me, we're gonna make the city a little bit of a better place. Maybe tear down the system a little bit, rattle the cage, and go and have a good talk with our friends over at Benevolent. They have one of my guys.
Ah, so this is a frontal assault is what I'm hearing.
It's an assault from all sides.
You're gonna need a little bit more than just this one rocket then.
Yeah, but I didn't want to go hard in the paint right away.
Fair enough. I tell you what. I like you. I say, and I don't like Benevolent. We know this. We've been down this road a few times. Anything, I find that the work that you do actually has caused Hades' business to go very well lately. So anything that you do to allow upstanding folks like myself to earn a living in this fair city, I'm about. I tell you what, the first one, I'll make you pay for. Right about 75 grand. The second one, write something angry on it before you fire it. Tell them Hades sent it. And don't
Have
miss.
any special requests?
I'll leave it up to you. Now, about this bat. What is it that you wanted done to it now?
Well, you see, I do have the spikes on it, and that's really helpful for human bodies. But I am coming up against quite a bit of armor and some armored vehicles, and I'm trying to find a way that I can still, run up and smack something with it, but make an actual dent.
that's gonna be hard. And please do not take this as an offense, but that might be hard for you to carry. To be honest with you, that's even hard for me to carry. But what if I could help you find a way to get around the armor?
Okay, I'm listening.
And he takes the bat and he kind of like gives it a once over and a look, and he goes, now I might have to make a few modifications to this, but what if I turned your bat and allowed you to electrocute on as well?
That sounds fantastic.
Give me a moment or two. Oh, by the way, and he points over to a gift wrapped box sitting above his workbench. You know what those are. Have fun.
I've been looking forward to these.
I figured you might need a few. I heard about y'all.
Yeah.
So as Haiti goes to make the work on this, so what you are doing with this now is your baseball bat can do your baseball bat can do 1d6 plus strength for bludgeoning. He is turning it basically into a modified shock baton, which would give 1d12 plus strength damage. And for things like ROVs or things with electronics on it, if they fail a for a ROV, it would be a determination check. For a human, it would be basically a stamina check when you hit them with it at a full charge. If you do that, they take 1d10 additional like electric damage, and they are stunned for 1 round. Because you're essentially adding a taser to a baseball bat that has spikes on it.
Yes, that's exactly what I was thinking of.
I rather like this idea, if I do say so myself. After a little while, Hades comes back out, Grifter, Bunny, Blizz, and he looks back around at you all and goes, okay, now what can I do for the likes of you fine gentlemen?
I think I'm good, but I know Bunny Boy over here was looking at improvising some rockets, so maybe you have something in your inventory that could work as a payload?
Bunny Boy, is that it? Ah, welcome. I've heard so much about you.
Likewise. Enchanté.
Ah,
Hey.
mon ami.
Mon anime.
Well, what kind of payload are we talking about right here? And then you see James starting to try to carry a crate out to you, Grifter. And James walks up to you and was like, Eve said you could do this. Here.
Okay.
Drifter, I need a favor. Can we put these really precious things on the back of muffins?
I guess.
Thanks. I'll put another flare launcher somewhere, wherever you want it.
What you looking for there, boy?
Well, I've got some canisters that I need to propel forward. But before we get to that, we can figure something out with that. I was looking here. Are these nano thermite grenades here? Do you have those?
I just bought some. They're fancy.
They are
Little
very
nervous, my
fancy,
first time
actually.
in the shop.
Oh, well, yes, it is your first time. These like to I would like to say that they like to make a statement. Their statement. Billy, would you agree? These are statements that you make with these.
Yeah, so these are fun because, so like, let's say you throw it in a room, right? It'll eat up all the oxygen in there by burning in like half a second. And so not only do they get burned, now there's no oxygen.
Okay. So, how many of those did you buy? How many of those do you have?
I bought 5.
Okay.
I've got about 5 more. I'm supposed to have a shipment coming in by the end of the week, but
Now, Bunny, I know you appreciate my jets, but keep in mind, like, demolitions is like a happy specialty of mine. So if you buy the stuff from Hades to, you know, make the explodey, I can help you install it.
Okay. That sounds pretty good. I like the nano 30. Well, yeah, I'll take the 5 if you're okay with me buying all 5 from you.
well, that's just 5,000.
Okay, easy peasy.
Yeah, these are a specialty that I can get in from a friend.
And I'm sorry, Bunny, I wasn't paying attention initially. Are you going to put these inside those canisters and launch them into the building?
Yeah, I was thinking about it. We'll
That
see.
sounds pretty dope.
Yeah, it does sound pretty dope.
Now,
Or, you know, I was thinking if there's a server closet, just toss this puppy in there and eat up everything.
That too.
now these
Oh, I mean,
canisters.
nothing. Don't worry about it, Hades.
No, now I know that you are not aware of how I run my business, but the things that are said within these walls never leave these walls. Your secrets are safe with me.
Man.
Now about these canisters, what is it that you are trying to do?
So I have attached some wheels to them. And essentially, let's not call it a torpedo. It's just I need it to propel itself forward.
Ah.
How about that?
I might have something that could help you here.
Greek fire?
Something like that. And he comes out and he's got 2 very large sort of like rocket engines, like from like model rocket kind of things. He's like, these could start you there. I don't know how far you're trying to fire these things, but I had them around.
Whoa. Out of game? Like how, what are we talking? Like a foot, 2 feet
Yeah, about
long?
between.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Okay. Neat. How much are these? I mean,
These are on the house. This was experimental.
mm,
They're not the highest of quality. I got them, I'll be honest, from my friends in the Republic of China, but they'll do the job probably.
probably. Yeah. That works.
You just need to
I
get it.
improvise a lot.
If you're going to put a nanothermite grenade somewhere, you just got to get it close. This is not a pinpoint precision, unless it is a pinpoint precision. But usually, if you're talking about that kind of things, there's not a pinpoint precision kind of thing.
I like this guy's business sense, and I like this guy, the way this guy thinks. You know. Well, what else we got here? Is this C4 and EMP grenades? Is that what that tag says? What?
Well, now the
don't know
EMP,
who do
the EMP has. I only have a couple more of those left.
Okay.
Jan Blizz over here thought he was gonna get some, but he left them
Okay.
alone. C4 I have for days. God help if I ever smoke inside my own building, because at this point I think it would blow up like the 4th of July.
Oh, okay. Well, how much would you recommend?
How much would you like?
I wanna express this is out of not as Bunny Boy. I want to express this is kind of like someone who's never been to a weed shop walking into a weed shop and being like, so I just want to relax.
I just want to get like a nice buzz.
Yeah, I don't know what I'm looking for. Do you want indica or sativa? I don't know what those are.
Yeah, those are words. Yes.
Yeah.
Hades kind of looks at you for a second. He's like, are we talking about localized explosives, or are we trying to level a city block? How's that? Does that those terms good on a scale that we can slide between the two?
Yeah, let's go. If it's a spectrum, let's go towards like an 8.
Okay, that's a
Well,
lot.
to be fair, the Benevolent Tower is the width of a city block.
It is, isn't it?
It's pretty much a block.
What? Okay. What are we talking about Benevolent for?
You've already said it. You've already said it,
Oh,
right?
Okay.
I assume that since Eve said it, Hades, you're cool, right?
I don't know what you're.
Cool.
I have no idea what you are talking about. This is being used for scientific experimentations only. Correct?
Yeah.
Correct.
Yeah.
Ah, yes. Good. Good.
very scientific.
Yes.
Okay. So what do you think? Like 50 pounds?
Yeah, I mean, if you're looking at per kilogram, which is how we usually go with it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Metric.
Yeah, I mean, you're looking around in that way. That's a lot. You rig it up correctly, you'll be able to take down a few things.
Okay. So what? Let's go with 30 kilograms then, right? Does
Fair
that
enough.
sound good?
Sounds good to me.
Okay. Do you think
Did
I'll
you
be
just
okay
buy
with that
30
much?
kilos of C4?
Yeah. Is that enough? I don't know.
Who's gonna carry it?
That'll put a dent in that building.
That's like
I'm not.
it's. Oh, you know what? You're right. We have a Rov. It's only like 60-something pounds of solid
Yeah.
explosives.
Oldly.
Yeah.
Oldly.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it's. Listen, I like this guy, but we don't want to have to run back to the store every single time we need it. It's like you buy in Costco, and then you put it in your pantry, and you use it as you need it.
You
Just
know.
the Kirkland brand C4.
That's it. How much? So, what are you thinking for all this C4? I'm just trying to keep a tab going.
This
in my
is
brain.
about 13.5K. It's not
Okay.
cheap, but it's also not the most expensive.
Oh.
It is reliable though.
And very
I mean,
stable.
Ask
You know what's
ask
really
Miss
Want to demo a building?
ask Miss Eve over here, who has been beta testing. Beta testing, is that the right word we should use for?
Yeah. I
Yeah.
think so.
She's been beta testing a C4 delivery method that I have been cooking up.
Yeah, you
Knives
remember
that she was throwing when we were out at the place.
Yes. Hades made those.
Oh, those were fancy.
Ah, yes.
I like them.
It was just rubber bands
That's good.
with C4 around the knife.
Basically, you're gonna need some
Okay.
blasting caps or something to get
Yeah.
it to go off, but I mean,
Okay.
those are cheap.
Oh,
Electrical charges work best.
Yeah.
Yeah. So this is okay. What? Sell me. I just bought a bunch of weed, but I didn't buy like a
A lighter.
or a lighter. Just like, so it's clay. How do I?
He takes out. He goes back and he comes out with about a length of deck cord about that big, and he says, "Now let me explain real quick.
Oh,
This is
okay.
bomb making for dummies. This is science. Call me Mr. Wizard. You put it.
So scientist.
Yes. You stick it here, and when you put electrical charge, little bits of electricity go through this line, and then when it hits the clay goes boom. The more clay that's there, the bigger the boom.
Oh. Okay.
But don't put too much. Don't put the whole slab that you're gonna get in there, because it won't go boom
Oh.
the right way. It won't
What
go
is it?
boom correctly. Do it in
Oh,
chunks.
like Like it'll be a dud?
I put my hand on Buddy's shoulder and I'm like, I will help you.
Okay. Because I was totally just gonna, yep. All right. Thank you for the tutorial.
I will help you.
Blizz, I'm gonna need
Thank
you to make sure that he does not blow his leg off, please.
I could get him a new one if he does.
No,
No.
that is not the point here. I would like to keep him from doing that. I'd like a returning customer.
I mean, okay.
I got you. I
No.
got you.
I got one more question here. Despite what I'm buying here, I still want to be quiet, relatively undetected. I have a bow. I'm somewhat of a marksman, you could say. What do you got for arrows? Too. I got a couple of boom arrows that I got a few weeks ago.
Roll persuasion for me.
Okie dokie. Out of game, I'm looking at the exploding arrow and EMP arrows. Say persuasion.
Yep.
Yeah. Okay. 13. Please, Mr. Man, do you have sticks I could shoot?
He looks at you. He goes, "I don't have any more of the EMP. I'm fresh out of that. However, you said you had some explodey sticks, I believe is how you called it."
Yeah, the arrows,
Yes.
I don't know how they work, but
Well, okay, so you understand the now, and he like points at you. He's like, now listen. We just went over C4, right?
uh-huh.
Okay, now what is on this is not C4. It's not as
Okay.
stable. And he holds up an arrow with, it's aerodynamic in such a way that like the explosive is still on the head, but it kind of comes down the shaft a little bit as well too. And he goes, now, don't rattle this too much, but I've got a bundle of 10. They'll go
Okay.
boom when it hits something. It will ignite the spark, and it goes
Okay.
boom.
Okay. Cool. Thank you. I like this. I think that's all I got. I
Okay.
don't know. Seems good.
Well, I will take some payment of doing business
Yeah.
with you.
How much would you like?
Well, totals so far. Let's see. You got the arrows. You got the C4. You got nanothermite, right?
Yeah.
And we said there were going to be 3 of those, right?
5 of those.
5 of those.
Yeah.
We'll make it an even 20K.
Oh, okay.
Oh, that's
Cool.
a straight dope deal, dude. That's good.
Yeah, I actually want to I appreciate it, so I want to send him 25K.
Oh,
Thanks.
now I
for
appreciate
keeping this to
that.
yourself.
Oh, no, I appreciate that. Old Hades appreciates. And we will. I tell you what. Now I will use this towards your crew's credits with me at this point. Assuming that y'all
Your
make
money.
it back in one piece, we'll consider this a good business deal. Now I do hope that you come back in one piece. Well, technically 2 pieces, as he looks at you with Blizz, but that's how you came to me in 2 pieces. So hopefully you return to me in 2 pieces. How was that?
Oh, don't worry, I will. If I do, she'll kill. If I don't, she'll kill me. And I'm pointing at Mom.
She keeps you walking the straight-ish path. I see.
When she can find me.
Fair enough. Is there anything else that you guys would like to do at Hades' place? Okay.
Blizz is fine.
All right.
Ow.
He tips the hat down towards to you. It's mighty fine meeting both of you gentlemen, and as well as you, Mom, as well as you strapping young lads back there. Please make good use of the
Send
new
you-
toys.
I'm gonna send you bunches of business, man.
Oh, I appreciate that. Hades appreciates all the business he can get.
I'm gonna kiss Hades on the cheek.
Oh, well, I appreciate
And say
that very
thank you.
much. Go forth now. Cause some chaos. Spread the good word.
With pleasure.
Grifter, as you guys are getting ready to go, you get a text message from Noelle Juliet. And the text message, all it says is a time and a place.
Okay. Is it soon?
It's later tonight at one of the usual bars that he's asking you to show up at.
Okay.
So you
Well,
got a couple hours, but not much.
I'll let the group know. Hey,
Who's this guy?
Sort of a friend.
So, do we trust him, or should I bring a gun?
I mean, I always advise bringing a gun, but I mean, he's got a real hate boner on for Benevolent, so our interests align at least that far.
All right, fair enough.
Anything else that you guys would like to do before you meet with Noelle?
Yeah, I gotta paint my armor.
Oh, what color you painting it?
I don't know. When we get back to the house, I'm talking to Eve and Bunny, and I've got it laid out on like a tarp. And I'm like, what are we thinking? We need
Lots of
something
tarps.
that's gonna make a splash as far as visuals.
Neon.
70s style metal fleck gold with a thick ass clear coat.
All right, you know what, Grifter? You don't get to do design work anymore.
Neon green.
Muffins at any point.
Yes, and that's why.
I got it. There's
Okay.
a suggestion.
Okay.
It'll make you invisible. Chrome.
See,
The whole
I
thing.
like chrome. I like chrome, right?
Or
Love
camouflage.
it. No. Like,
To be
we
invisible.
need something that's gonna make a statement.
Make it so that you do neon colors with the classic tattoo waves. You could do an entire Japanese-inspired piece on your, and it would be super cool and indicative of the rising tide.
Like, I could do that, but I don't know how to do the tattoo ones. Like, I could do the paint, but not the other piece.
Do the paint, and then I'm pretty sure we have a couple of people inside. You have to have cousins who know how to do art.
Oh, yeah. So I asked Rico. So I'll do the baseline paint, like the red to orange kind of coming up. So it starts red at the base of every limb, and then at the chest, like going to an orange. And then I tell Rico Eve's idea.
Tula. He looks at you and goes, "Fuck yeah,
We got to do this, bro. Like,
fuck yeah."
we're gonna let him know we're coming.
He gets on the glow, and he looks back at you and be like, "I got somebody coming."
Good. And then I guess I'll get in like hidden scrapper, like Fringer armor, like light armor,
Mm-hmm.
and a gun, and go. So we're going to dinner, right?
Absolutely.
Ladies.
Is this place fancy?
It's okay.
All right, so we're gonna go with like a dark purple hair, slicked straight back, and like pulled up into a top knot,
Nice.
and then just plain face.
Fair enough. Anything else you guys are gonna do, or are you just gonna go to the meeting? And who all is going to the meeting? Is everybody gonna go, or just a couple people? Or
We're all gonna come.
okay,
I think we need to stick together in case some shit goes down, like we get trailed on the way back, or some crazy stuff happens.
Bunny is just, I mean, he's really just Shaggy. in Scooby-Doo. Like he's just following. Half the time he doesn't know where we're going. Like unless we're driving there, then he knows. But yeah, if they're going to dinner, even if they don't have to say anything, he'll just follow them. So
I'll leave. I'll go, but I'll leave the third eye guys there.
Okay. As you guys pull up to the hotel, you park in the underground parking lot. You make your way up to this one is at the penthouse bar of one of the grifters. You know that Noel's been bouncing around hotels throughout your entire time that you've known him, and as always, there is one bartender, and Noel is sitting with both arms draped back in a large corner booth, as he always is. This time there is several drinks already sitting on the table, some plates of food, bread, things like that sitting there as well. He is rolling a cigarette as you guys walk up, and he motions for you all to kind of just take a seat as always.
Good evening.
Good evening. It's time, huh?
Yep, we're about to make some noise.
Cool. I want to come with.
Always happy to have you around. You want to make some noise with us?
Absolutely. And he waves for the bartender to come over. They come over. And they start taking drink orders and things like that. Around this very large table, this is an ornate like 1920s hotel room or hotel bar and ballroom. Plates are put in front of you of several different courses of food, and then there's a seat with a plate and nobody in it as of yet. And as you guys are just starting to kind of get into small talk, a tall African American man comes and sits down at the table with you all. As he sits down, there is a probably about 5'2", very thin, but still muscular built Asian woman standing behind him, in a pure black silk suit. And as he sits down, the bartender sets a glass of 55-year-old Macallan at him, and Noel gestures to this man. He says, "We have a guest with us tonight to see us off on this." And the man looks at you all and raises his glass, and he says, "To what we're going to do tomorrow."
Clink.
Cheers.
He cheers every one of you, takes a sip back and sets it back down. And he looks around and just starts eating. There's steaks. If everybody would like steaks, you have options, but there are like wonderful steaks and everything like that.
Billy's like, why does this feel like a wake?
The man looks at it and goes, "Not awake. You all are about to help me a lot, and I want to make sure that..."
And who are you?
Don't get around much, huh?
Nope.
My name is Jackson Howe. It's nice to meet you. What's your name?
Billy, like, visibly blanches at that.
And that is where we will end tonight.
I recognize that name from the book that you can buy.
I also recognize that name from one of the most famous. That's like saying, "Hi, I'm Elon Musk," or "I'm Jeff Bezos." Like, Like, I'm Bill Gates. I'm pick a famous CEO. Oh my God. You know what? I don't like you anymore.
Thank you all for joining us tonight. We've just ratcheted up the stakes right as the team is about to go and assault Benevolent HQ. So the next episode is going to get very interesting. So,
See, now I have to tie this all into Chaos Inc. too, because he's there too.
don't forget to join us next week, 7 p.m. Pacific, right here on twitch.tv/Identico. Don't forget
Chaos
to
Inc.
join
should
us.
be back next Monday.
I'm getting to it.
I forgot.
Chaos Inc. will be back this Monday,
Yes.
6 p.m. Pacific, right here on twitch.tv/Identico. Very excited for that crew to get back into it as well. Until we see you on Monday, take care of yourselves. Be kind to each other. For the love of all things good in this world, please do that. We got a lot of bad things happening, but we'll get through it, okay? Drink your water, take your vitamins, and we'll see you then, okay? We love you all. All right?
Bye. Wear masks.
Mwah.
Ah.
See you next week.
Wear masks.
Wear a mask.